Hey there and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Eintracht Frankfurt want Man United midfielder in first training session after a transfer window reopens. Eintracht Frankfurt are keen on including Man United midfielder Donny van de Beek in their first training session after the transfer window reopens, according to Kicker. The Netherlands international has been deemed surplus to requirement, and he is widely expected to leave the club on loan at the start of 2024. Frankfurt are in advanced talks to land him, and they are eager to have him on board for their first training session after the window reopens. The Bundesliga outfit have several players in their squad who are likely to travel to the African Cup of Nations in the Ivory Coast in early January. It appears they want Van de Beek to fill the void left in the creative department. The 26-year-old has been a fringe player for United this term. He has played less than 30 minutes in all competitions and has been a regular unused substitute. Van de Beek recently admitted that he may have to leave for regular playing time, and the same was acknowledged by manager Ten Hag earlier this month. Hence, it's only a matter of time before he heads for the exit door. Frankfurt are reluctant to meet his wages, and United may have to contribute part of his salary. Aside from Frankfurt, surprise La Liga leaders Girona have also been linked with Van de Beek, but the German outfit are clearly in the driving seat to sign him. United spent £35 million to purchase Van de Beek from Ajax 3 years ago. They will be hoping that he makes a big impact such that they can recoup part of the fee next summer. RB Leipzig emerge as surprise suitors for exiled Man United star Jadon Sancho. It's clear to see that Ten Hag requires help in January, but incomings will only be possible if they can be balanced by outgoings. The former Ajax coach is desperate to move on Jadon Sancho after his public statement accusing the manager of scapegoating him and providing preferential treatment to others. The English winger remains banished and has been linked with moves to Juventus and former club Borussia Dortmund, who had at one point even thrown in an exchange offer with Donny Milan to sweeten the deal. But as the People's Person recently revealed, the Bundesliga side are no longer interested, but the Sun have now claimed that fellow German side RB Leipzig are interested. The main worry for Marco Rose's side is Sancho's wage demands, which is far more than they can afford. United are also desperate not to send the exiled star to a team from the Premier League. Tottenham Hotspur have been linked with a move. The report reads, Dortmund were interested, but there is a concern that Sancho won't be fit enough to hit the ground running, which is putting them off. And his wages are putting off others as well, including RB Leipzig. It's still possible a club in Spain or Italy might come in for him, but as things stand, there are no offers on the table. A red line for the club is that Sancho can't go out on loan to a Premier League rival. They don't want to hand over a top player to another team in the league. The possibility of the player remaining at Old Trafford and continuing to train with the reserves is a very real possibility at this moment, and that is something all parties want to avoid. Inter Milan eyeing summer move for Anthony Martial after he becomes a free agent. New recruit Rasmus Højlund still remains raw and far from the finished article, once again highlighting the poor recruitment that has gone on at the club. The Dane has got no support from Anthony Martial this season, with the Frenchman continuing to deliver one lackluster performance after the other. He is the second longest serving player at the club, and it's a surprise to see him still at the club despite his inconsistent and underwhelming displays over the years. It was announced that the club would not trigger the one-year option in his contract, which expires next summer, meaning the Frenchman would either leave on a free in 2024 or would be sold to a suitor in January. Saudi clubs have expressed interest, but whether the 28-year-old is ready to leave Europe altogether remains to be seen. Now, as per FC Inter news, Inter Milan are ready to take a gamble on the former Monaco starlet and want his services once he becomes a free agent ahead of next season. The Serie A leaders are unhappy with the offensive contribution from Marco Arnautovic and Alexis Sanchez and are planning to go after Martial if his wage demands are within limits. The report read, in view of next season, Inter will probably intervene in the offensive department, currently under fire for the poor contribution of Marco Arnautovic and Alexis Sanchez. The possibility of signing Martial on a free transfer, according to what FCInternews.it understands, is not ruled out at all. But of course, a lot will depend on the cost of the operation. Firstly, the request for engagement, and secondly, the commissions. The report also mentions that last season's Champions League finalists were eyeing the France international when he first broke through at Monaco, but the player ended up joining the Reds. Man United ace Mason Greenwood's next move might be most surprising transfer ever. Slowly but surely, Mason Greenwood is rebuilding his football career away from the glare of the English media. At present, he is plying his trade at La Liga outfit Getafe, but he is only on loan at the South Madrid club. There is plenty of speculation as to where he might end up, and the news from Talksport might just mean that the Man United ace could be part of the most surprising transfer ever to take place. Catalan giants FC Barcelona have a club motto of more than a club for a reason. Though, in recent years, under the stewardship of Josep Maria Bartomeu, they have fallen well short of the standards expected. The club have always held great stock in their set of values and have prided themselves as being exemplars. For them to even be mentioned in the same sentence as Mason Greenwood, a player who has incredible footballing attributes but whose actions in his personal life have left a lot to be desired, is surprising indeed. Football supporters aren't stupid, and in Barcelona certainly they have a social conscience. Would his prowess on the pitch for Getafe sway them in any way, shape, or form? Or is he destined to head to Atletico Madrid, who are also mentioned by Talksport of having sent scouts to watch him recently? Man United joined by Man City and Liverpool in race for Khafren Thuram. Manchester United followed up their disastrous Bournemouth display by crashing out of Europe altogether and now have a formidable test against Liverpool up next. Defensive midfield has been a major area of concern in the manager's second season, with last season's talisman Casemiro looking like he has lost a yard of pace. The Dutch manager decided to bring in Sofiane Amrabat on loan from Fiorentina on deadline day, but the Moroccan has failed to fill the void. Even if either of them end up leaving during the winter transfer window, it will be a big blow for the current boss, and the club will need an adequate replacement. Nice player Khafren Thuram was linked with a move to Old Trafford in the summer, but a move never ended up materializing, and he remains a target. As per Calcio Mercato, Juventus were also interested but failed to reach an agreement, and now two other Premier League clubs, Man City and Liverpool, have joined Ten Hag's team in the race. The report read, Juve moved early but didn't sing the blow, and now Nice, as is probable, are trying to auction off Khafren Thuram with all the big names lined up for his services. Man City, Liverpool, and Man United are already in contact with the French club and the player's entourage. The 22-year-old had featured in 48 games across all competitions last season, scoring twice and registering an impressive 8 assists. His performances had earned him an international debut with France and a spot in the League One team of the season. He has carried on that form, making 12 appearances this term, helping the French outfit to second place in the table currently. Another factor going for him is his versatility, with the Frenchman able to play all across the midfield and can even do a job out wide if required. The son of legendary French defender Lilian, Kefren is valued at 40 million euros as per transfer market. With Sir Jim Ratcliffe soon to take control of sporting matters at United, completing a deal with Nice is likely to become much easier as the League One outfit is also owned by Inoyes. Big boost for Man United as Serhou Guirassy makes contract decision at Stuttgart. Man United have been handed a big boost in signing Stuttgart striker Serhou Guirassy following his decision to turn down a new contract. The 27-year-old has been a revelation for the Bundesliga outfit this term, scoring 18 goals in just 14 appearances in all competitions. United are one of his main admirers, and they have received a boost with the Guinea international snubbing the option of extending his stay at Stuttgart. The German club were aiming to buy his 17.5 million euros release clause with an improved deal, but the striker has declined the proposal ahead of the new year. Guirassy is currently in the form of his life, and his goal contributions have made him a household name. The striker is now ready for the next step in his career. He is said to be flattered by the interest from United and may find it hard to turn them down next month. United currently have Rasmus Højlund and Anthony Martial as their main strikers, but the pair have netted only 7 goals between them across all competitions. Højlund has yet to open his scoring account in the Premier League, while Martial has just 1 league goal to his name. United genuinely need an informed number 9 in the squad. Guirassy would be a good solution to their scoring woes. He could come in as a replacement for Martial, who may leave for a cut price fee this winter. United have decided against renewing Martial's contract. The Frenchman could end his 8-year association with the club during the January transfer window. Man United should swap for Nice star Jean-Clair Todibo to ease defensive woes. Man United should swap for Nice centre-back Jean-Clair Todibo in January to ease their defensive woes this season. The Red Devils recently bowed out of the Champions League with a 1-0 loss to Bayern München. They finished bottom of Group A with 4 points from 6 games while conceding 15 goals. This was the highest ever conceded by an English club in the group stage of the competition, and United are now facing a noxious weight over the fitness of Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw. Maguire and Shaw picked up groin and hamstring injuries respectively against Bayern München, and the club are expected to provide a further update before today's press conference. Aside from the duo, United are also missing the services of Lisandro Martinez, Tyrell Malacia, and Victor Lindelof in defense, but the latter could return for the Liverpool trip on Sunday. Regardless of this, United need to invest on a marquee central defender next month in order to improve their chances of finishing in the top 4 of the Premier League at the end of the season. Todibo was regularly linked with the club last summer, but a deal did not materialize in the end. United were hoping to offload Harry Maguire before making a move for the Frenchman, but the former's decision to stay meant they did not have funds to afford the ex-Barcelona star. In our opinion, the Red Devils should return for the 23-year-old in January, particularly with Sir Jim Ratcliffe on the verge of securing a minority stake from the Glazers at United. The British billionaire will be handed control over the sporting operations as part of the deal, and it has been claimed that he could provide funds for manager Erik Ten Hag to spend. Ratcliffe could also play a big role in the pursuit of Todibo, considering he is the owner of Nice. The League One outfit currently value the centre-back at 40 million euros, but United could negotiate an initial loan deal with an option to buy by taking advantage of Ratcliffe's position. Todibo would be a fantastic signing for United with his impressive all-round attributes. Jim Ratcliffe meets with Graham Potter to replace Ten Hag at Manchester United. Manchester United manager Erik Ten Hag has been facing plenty of scrutiny in recent weeks. Tuesday's 1-0 loss to Bayern München was their third consecutive defeat, with the result sending them out of the Champions League. Confidence in the United camp is at an all-time low, and Ten Hag's future at the club is uncertain. According to The Sun, Graham Potter is being lined up to replace the Dutchman at Old Trafford. Incoming co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe has reportedly met with Potter and favours him for the role if he sacks Ten Hag. Man United are going through a difficult period at the moment. Their European hopes are over, and the prospect of finishing in the top four are slim. Despite the result, most fans are still behind Ten Hag as they blame the players more than the manager for their current situation. The Dutchman is reportedly on the brink of getting sacked, which is not true. But even if they decide to part company with the 53-year-old, it's very unlikely they would appoint Potter. The English boss did an impressive job at Brighton and Hove Albion, but he failed at Chelsea despite a huge backing in the transfer market. United are one of the biggest clubs in the world, and they will appoint only the best managers. Potter's CV is not up to scratch. As we wrap up today's Manchester United news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.